Man, you would think that things just weren't fair. You would say that this was not an even matchup. How did this team even get in the server with a team such as NiP? Well, that's because Vitality have actually just seen the pick of NiP not go their way. They got the CT side to start, whether they wanted it or not, and it did not deal out the death blows that they were looking for. In fact, it's going to be NiP picking up this first map of the series, setting us up nicely for Nuke, which is Vitality's pick here on this series of the DreamHack Masters Spring 2020. Now, of course, I'm not by myself, my name being Michael. I'm joined by Andy, and of course, there's Dwight here with us as well. Guys, let's begin to talk about the game at hand and why it did just seem a little lopsided.
That was a hard one. That was a hard one if you're a Vitality fan. That was an amazing game if you're an NiP fan, obviously. A very tough one to crack. I think we are in either of two scenarios right here. Either it's another case of Vitality having a rough start. That wasn't the case. That was the case last week when they played against NiP. They got destroyed on the first map. So that could be scenario A. And behind door number 2, there is NiP destroying Vitality 2-0. It's one of the two doors. I'm not exactly sure quite yet, but that was very disheartening for Vitality.
Yeah. And another Vitality supporter here in Pimp. What's going on, man? It seems like something's went wrong, and I feel like you might have the answer, Jacob.
I mean, when Saivu starts out the game by absolutely annihilating the entirety of NiP, you know, an amazing pistol ace, you think to yourself, all right, it's looking good, right? It's looking like it's supposed to. Then you look at the statistics. They end up losing the map, 16-5? It wasn't really close at any point. You look at the opening duels going the way of Vitality, 12-9. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. They were actually opening up the rounds pretty well. Saivu had found a lot of great openings, both on the CT and the short time they had on the T side as well. But Vitality just couldn't close anything out. I think NiP was just one step ahead in the way they approached the game, one step ahead in the way they sort of looked at Vitality. And I think like Maniac is maybe onto something when Vitality is starting slow, but right here, NiP just completely outclassed Vitality. And I don't care whether they started out slow or not, because Saivu was there and NiP was just still miles ahead.
Yeah, so let's do that then. Let's just completely forget Mirage ever happened, all right? Now, we know what happened. NiP came in here and they steamrolled Vitality in the first map of the series. Now we look at the second map of Nuke. You got to think there's got to be a little bit more fight in the tank for Vitality. But I think there's only one man that can tell us why, and that's Maniac. We're looking right directly at you.
All right, you put me on the spot here. Well, the problem is, if you're a Vitality fan now and you see this Nuke come in, you must think to yourself, oh, cool, they probably, gonna start on the T side. Well, that didn't go well last time versus NiP. That didn't go well at all. And then their CT side was terrible. Vitality lost 0-8 when they were on the defense. How can that be a great omen? So when you're looking at Vitality now, you're hoping for two things. First of all, overall a reaction from the squad, mentally in terms of resilience. It's okay, you know what? We ducked up the first map. Let's not think about it just like we were doing here. Just put it aside. There's going to be time to debrief what happened because Jacob is onto something. They dropped rounds they shouldn't have. When you have your opening kills going for you and you lose 16-5, that's an issue. So you put that out and then you hope for an individual reaction. You hope for people to actually get together and put some stuff into it because otherwise, this is going to be complicated.
Complication. I don't even know if that's an apt word, but I think you are onto something right there. How can we pull that out just a little bit further, Jacob?
It's a great question, Trace. I like Vitality is starting to annoy me in the sense that we know how good they can be. We've seen the past couple of days, two different versions of Vitality. I feel it's a team that when they are on fire, when everything is clicking, they have the potential to be one of the best teams in the world. And it's also a team that falls short 16-5 to NiP when winning 12-9 in opening duels on a map like Mirage. It doesn't make sense when you look at it. When you put them to an eye test, you think, the players are all right. Apex got off to a good start as well. He was being very proactive at the beginning, won a few rounds for them, but something is missing, and I don't know what it is right now. Coming into Nuke, NiP, they're not the best Nuke team out there. If you exclude the victory they had against Vitality, was it 16-7 or something? They lost the past 6 games they played on Nuke, right? It's not a great Nuke team. They always play them close. They always double digits. They always manage to make it competitive, but they don't win. So Vitality definitely still has a chance here on Nuke, but NiP, with the way they're looking right now, I'm about to say that I'm going to change my prediction completely and say NiP is just going to take this 2-0.
Damn, and you hate to see him fall like that, and that is rather unfortunate. I'll let you guys kind of maul over that in the waiting room down there. And in the meantime, I want to tell you about this little game that we have going on. We have Vitality on one side. We look on the other, we have the Ninjas Pajamas on the other. And then we have the ever-giving tug of war that is the mods in Twitch chat, which get no love from anyone. No one ever loves those guys, girls. So that's going to be us right here telling them thank you on International Mod Appreciation Day that I've just made up as well. So we go to a break, we come back, we talk about Nuke, or we don't, and we play it instead.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm just enjoying time in my mansion away from home. Hugo, how are you doing, my friend? You look great, you know?
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I like the flex, Harry. I mean, not your house at all, but nice try. Got to avoid the doxers some way or another. Yeah, this is going to be a great game. I think there's a lot of question marks on this series right now with Vitality really dropping the ball on Mirage. It wasn't their pick, though. Oh, look, it's their pick. And we head into Nuke. Now, Maniac mentioned this, but just to re-say it, when Vitality played this map the other day at Blast against NiP, they lost 16-7, but all 7 of their rounds were on the T side. So I'm still expecting a good first half at the bare minimum here for Vitality, but there's definitely some big question marks on their defense. However, that's not till later. NiP waiting, and they already see some windows getting broken. They should be ready for an A play. Haven't smoked the shocks. Here they come.
Yeah, Hampus hiding close in the site, does get bested by Masuta. Twist pops down from heaven and he's going to help out, but he lost his teammate. In comes Nuke, and oh dear, this is all gone pear-shaped for Team Vitality. Shocks in the 1v2. You know, shocks and clutches, 2 phrases that are synonymous with each other. However, there's not really a single fight being given over. They just whittle him down, and NiP, they're going to find success here in the pistol to begin the CT side of Nuke.
Yeah, and that's going to make things even harder, right? You know, NiP already looked great individually coming into today, but like the team players on another level, the flashbangs and Mirage were excellent. Clearly, Hampus is getting more and more comfortable in this team as we're seeing him frag as well as lead. And we know that Threat can, of course, still comp with these guys during these matchups. So that's something that's really, really nice for someone like Hampus here, who, of course, is an in-game leader by design anyway, but you know, Threat knows the rest of NiP far better than he will inside of this team. So yeah, that's always nice. Or picking them up outside is blocks and P50s. And little transfer there from Nuke. Finds a second, not the third because Twist stole it away, but the round will be NiP's with little dismay. M4's scavenged, and now Vitality coming in with their 3rd round bye.
Team Vitality early on, they're going to set up over here in the lobby. There's aggression coming through from Plopsky, and he's made noise going through this smoke. Still deals with Masuta, and there's not a kill back. He gets lost in this smoke for a moment. ZywOo will deal with him, and Twist isn't able to rotate into ramp in time. So ramp from falls to the control of Vitality. They drop down into the B bomb site, and they even smoke off Rez, so he's not really in a position to have much of a say during this site take. Shocks, in the meantime, is wrapped out through Hut, and Hampus has no idea. The timing on this is everything, and Shocks, ooh, sneaky beaky like, but he gets spotted by Hampus, and oh dear, back up the vents he goes. Meanwhile, RPK comes in to help out down at the B bomb site. This round is chaotic as anything, and now Rez going to reposition over here towards Decon. This is such a mess. Apex is trying to put in the numbers. Shocks is going on a long rotate all the way outside, and IP, there's a temporary 3-on-3 inside of this B site.
Yeah, but that's temporary, like you say, Harry, and Shocks is coming in to cut off their rotation point. That is the back of Secret. Door swung open, RPK swings to trade. ZywOo will get it before he does, but the flash is good from ZywOo, and RPK finishes the job. This flank from Shocks, not needed, unnecessary, as Twist is looking to likely save. He's going to try and go for a kill here before he does, but this is a lost round already, and they've seen him. They've shot at him. Actually, I don't think they had. They just took a bullet to the ramp, and Twist will get away with his life. Nice round for Vitality. That was, yeah, like you said, so messy. Rez, his position was known the entire time down on B. The door was open. He smoked through it, but he got nothing from that position. Cut off by the utility. ZywOo holds inside of the site very well. And yeah, Shocks as well. The fact that he, you know, Shocks is a very unlucky round because he misses a bunch of timings and he knows he's missing them, but he doesn't, you know, do what a lot of players would, which is like overcommit and just try and force fights. He backs up after he gets spotted from Hampus. He just stays alive, and him being unknown and in the backline the entire time is in the back of the minds for NiP. So yeah, good round for Vitality. We know they can play this T side, and they've already shown us how.
Once again, they're looking to get out towards ramp. Plopsky dodges the flash, but only offers up 1 kill. Molly gonna rain on in, and this leaves Hampus with not much room to work with. He does take down another before he gets dealt with. Down at the B site, Rez is already here, and that might make Team Vitality reconsider. Shox comes in to this A bomb site and rids them of Twist. And now Vitality are going to go back to try and secure a presence over here at A. Shox does get dropped, and now these players outside, they're going to try and wrap onto Nuke. He's got to be ready, and he's not. Apex finds him. And right now, ZywOo. God, where's he at?
He's on the roof.
He's on the roof, but Rez gonna get the kill onto Apex, leaving it in a 1v1. ZywOo went from the roof into this A site and now gets that bomb planted.
He missed the kit. Harry, he missed the kit. There is one on the site, though. It's okay. It's not done yet. Although, Rez, does he want to commit? Yeah, he's going up the ladder. Right choice here. He knows ZywOo can't be in heaven because he's planted. And ZywOo, oh dear, timing is everything. He's going to look up. Rez is running. Oh no, ZywOo's let him pass. And oh, humiliation station. That's the destination Rez is at. ZywOo, you love to see that. You know he's considering the knife, but he's not going to throw the round. This man doesn't throw rounds. ZywOo. Nice work from Apex. He gets caught by that ridiculous CZ shot from Rez, but he actually catches Nuke moving from main after he kills Shoxy. So essentially saving that A site, because Vitality didn't want to drop B into where Rez was waiting. They knew there was a player down there, so they avoid him and they find a second, breaking the money of NiP early in this game and forcing them onto pistols.
Shox has opened this round up with a frag and secured a pathway over here outside. Now, down in secret, there are 2 players residing here for NiP. And it's a bit of a bait and switch. Rez is designed to try and pull the attention in, but they check for Nuke. Apex, come on, he's played CS before. He's not an amateur. He knows that there could have been another man there, although he does get bested by the USP shortly thereafter. And that's now an AK in the hands of Rez, who resides down here in secret. He's going to fall back and maybe look to go up the vents for a rotation into this A bomb site. Problem for Plopsky is, as the great Connor Gervin once said, they are on the roof. And so they're already getting up and past him.
Oh, baby, this is it. The moment of truth, Harry. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, okay. Yeah, forget it all. Never happened.
And of course, he's... But... Team Vitality picking that round up.
Like how you leave that one open to interpretation a little bit, Harry. But Shox doesn't leave nothing. Only corpses, only bodies. Bruised and battered as Vitality find a 3rd round. Shox with 4 kills in that one as well, lifting him up from the bottom of the server to the top of the team. I actually do like how I laugh every time I see that Betway ad, because they had Lecro on it and I called them out and they switched it to Twist. But yeah, I mean, makes sense, right? And Twist has been a bit of a beast inside of NiP, but right now we need him more than ever. One thing that is certainly a problem for NiP and Nuke when we see them play this map is Twist does not seem comfortable AWPing on this map like he does on anywhere else. Like, he's a beast on Mirage, on Overpass, but you put him on this one, he suddenly starts to struggle. And we often see him and Nuke like trade the AWP back and forth. And like Nuke certainly does have a better grasp here on CT Nuke, but we don't always see him have it. So I'm excited to see where the Orcs go today, especially considering Twist looked damn good in that first map. Oof, that's awkward. Shox gets the kill and then kills Apex, trading himself. Ramp's open.
Yeah, Plopsky's going to miss the timing on this, and if he tries to come back, he's not going to like what he finds in the ramp room. Team Vitality are actually starting to pressure hell, and Plopsky not even considering this as an option. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it's NiP gambling, and they've got reason to believe it's going to be a continued outside play. And, like, you know, we see Mad Lions do that earlier. Actually, a lot. They gave up ramp a lot in these, like, 4-on-4s, 3-on-3s, and situations where you wouldn't typically give it up. But that's the gamble, right? That's the mind game. That, oh, why would we give up ramp here? It makes no sense. And, like, well, yeah, you're right. It's Vitality. They run over the A site. And, yeah, NiP gamble with double outside, and that leaves them very vulnerable. I think a reason they're doing that as well is they are stacked on top of A, and so they know they can just play like site. So if Vitality go B from ramp, NiP actually don't care because they'll just drop vent or secret really quick. So yeah, those are the options. And obviously Vitality come A, NiP should be ready, but they get wrecked from the heaven play. Like you said, like almost not expecting it, but they definitely should have.
Oh, Apex gonna delete one. Now Twist has tried to be sneaky about this, but Apex sees him as he falls. So this should be Twist getting dealt with. Apex gonna finish him off as well. And now this lobby push that's come through, it's almost a lineup for RPK. Instead, though, he does get deleted after getting the first kill. While all this has gone on, ZywOo is down the vents in MB. Shox is floating around here as well. Quite soon, might even get the information that both players for NiP are up on this A bomb site.
Look out there, Rez. It is a dangerous time, and well, he will fall headfirst down the ladder hole right into hell itself. Vitality, again, another strong T side like they had last time they played this map, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking of that flawless T side that NiP had. So it's not going to be an easy street, and that's why Vitality might need the round lead in this half if they want to win. Otherwise, it's elimination on the line. A 2-0 looming over as NiP take their map pick in this series. Double orbs are out, Harry. The moment of truth here for the Ninjas. See what they do with them. Apex is desperately looking for this pick, but that smoke has saved Rez's life, giving him a window to fight it. They're going to flash through, they're going to commit. Rez is somehow tucked, but they've seen him. Apex won't chase him down. Rez gets away with a kill. He probably never should have had it. Hampers shown from heaven, and he has a Molotov to stall the plant out. Twist is wrapping lobby, and there's another man coming in from main in the form of Nuke. Those double orbs now turn into a bit of a liability in this retake. Twist got smoked off. He's got to leave. He's got to go somewhere else. And luckily for NiP, Vitality are taking so long to get this plant in. The main smoke will allow for it, but now NiP can set up elsewhere with this retake. No kit.
Yeah, the lack of kit is going to put a lot of pressure on NiP. They've got to be pretty fast here, and this decision to wait, hoping that something presents itself. Now they go. Flashes go in, and that's a nice little idea there, the double flash. However, ZywOo doesn't really care for it, and he shut this round down. Not going to remove one. Spam damage from ZywOo in through the hut, and that is the round sealed. The fate of it falling in favor of Team Vitality. ZywOo's even hunting down this AWP outside. Look at him go. His last AWP is behind red. Oh, he's going for it. He removes it from NiP. Team Vitality 6 on the board. As they're looking to lock in that third and final map of Inferno right now. They are making a bit of a case for it.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Hampers shot his teammate with the AWP. Yeah. He kills Mizuta, but he also tags his friend, and ZywOo finishes the job with that spray transfer. You know, who knows? Oh, that might be a restart round. Who knows? Like, but like, yeah, if he doesn't do that team damage, is that a different round to NiP kill ZywOo? Who knows? I don't know, Harry. I don't have the answers for you. Stop asking me, man. But yeah, that's a very unfortunate round for NiP. Vitality have been full of good ideas on this T side. Lots of heaven flanks. Let's see where they go from this one. Well, look what we have here, Mr. Russell.
Yeah, well, you know, man, I don't want to say that I've read the scripts and so I already know what's going to happen in these games, but maybe it's something to do with that. Who knows?
Disappointed in you, man.
So if you guys want me to don the team that you picked against Flag, you can hit me up various different payment methods. Message me over on Twitter. Prices start at around about $4,000. So yeah, you know, we can make something work.
Harry. Profitable time.
I mean, you know, there's always a good time to make money. That's the old saying.
I noticed that Vitality, before that round got restarted, tried to set up a Hell Smoke from T-Spawn. At least the lineup I recognized. And so I imagine they're going outside in this follow-up round. Of course, assuming they do the same round that they were going to, and who knows. 2 warps out. I wonder, I don't know why we had this restart. I wonder if that's related. A Windows update. The classic.
Wow. A Windows update. That's
What
pretty
year is
cool.
this? Forced Windows update.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could turn that off in the settings as well.
No,
So
not
wait,
if you leave
who-
it for too long. If you leave a Windows update for too long, it will just do it. That's the thing. It will just like force it.
Who's the unlucky fellow with a Windows update?
I don't know. Everyone's in the server right now. ZywOo.
ZywOo. I somehow knew it would be ZywOo. If anyone seemed like the kind of guy to be leaving those Windows updates to the last minute, tell me it isn't ZywOo.
He wants to play CS, Harry. He doesn't want to sit and watch that blue circle.
Yeah, and dude, I 100% know what he's been doing as well.
Yeah.
Every day that's been popping up, telling him it's scheduled
me
at this
later.
exact time, and every day he just ignores it, keeps on pugging, keeps on playing, and it's you can run away from a Windows update, but no, wait, that's not true. You can't run away. You can briefly, but kind of lowers the
catch up.
impact of it. Yeah. Oh, ZywOo, man.
Buddy.
Come on. Like, RPK is the kind of guy who has that, like, clockwork set up, right? Like, it's not every night, midnight, his PC scans for a need for an update. ZywOo, meanwhile, 400 items on his desktop, just everywhere. Not even aligned to a grid. He's a monster. And now he's delayed the game with a Windows update, of course.
And as anyone knows, a Windows update in the wild can last anywhere between 3 minutes to maybe 3 days. And, well, luckily we have time. Plenty of it in high supply. Maybe too much. Yeah, the other two actually have blue crosshairs. So, it's the outside of the flag. Guess. Harry, what color is your crosshair right now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
you
What
remember?
color is my crosshair right now? Green. I'm using Twist's crosshair, I think, or one of his old crosshairs. I watched like a video of him DMing, and it inspired me to just go and equip everything that he uses because he looked really good. Both in the server and outside the server, believe it or not.
Did you get his hair gel?
No, I didn't. I don't have that kind of money, Hugo. What do I look like to you? But yeah, no. I love looking at pro crosshairs, man. Some guy recently on Reddit made a config that has like 160 crosshairs or something built into it from pros. I just thought that was so cool, so interesting. I don't know. I like the idea that. I always feel like whenever I change crosshair, it like micro refocuses my brain in the sense that like it's just a little new thing that it doesn't really change like the muscle memory too deeply, but it just gives like my head something new to consider. That's why I justify doing it a lot. And I think that's why
I like that.
Other pros, like they'll say like, yeah, I just put on this crosshair before the game and like, drop 30, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
crosshair
think
doesn't really matter either at the end of the day.
No, when you play a lot of CS, you can like fall into the trap of like not staring at your crosshair sometimes. Like if you're not focused, you're looking elsewhere. And if you want to be accurate and you want to hit those headshots, like you need the main focus on the center of your crosshair. Otherwise, how else are you supposed to hit them, Harry? Makes sense, right? Well, let's see. Where are NiP looking? Center of their screens, perhaps, but right now down by a man in an eco round. Vitality have all the control. They have yard. Nuke's hiding Hellside. Twist is dodging death. For how much longer? That smoke's about to fade. Yeah.
Oh, Nuke is going to delete Apex here. And so that AK's been retrieved. Masuta was hoping to get the trade, but that hasn't presented itself. And Nuke now armed and dangerous down here in Hell. That's going to force this bomb to head down through Secret. And actually, Nuke's put up another kill. That's not only now a 3-on-3 for NiP, but there's weapons that can be retrieved outside. Plopsky, oh dear, this is not the place you wanted to find yourself. He gets caught out in the open, and Shox even follows up with a frag onto Nuke. ZywOo feeling the extra frames from his freshly updated Windows. Let's see. As he's going to have to look towards Windows once again in this round. Rez over here in this position, armed with only the Deeg. Has deleted one man. RPK's wrapping around from behind, and ZywOo's up here on the rafters. Rez gets the info. There we go. And he's anticipating that RPK is at ramp, and that's not the case. So I feel like even if, he was able to find ZywOo, that round is still very, very tricky for it, just because they don't know where RPK is.
Yeah, this T side is shaping up like we kind of hoped, like we predicted for Vitality. Like they're not going to get completely swept in this series, right? We just need NiP to put up enough of a fight because there's just big question marks on Vitality's defense on this map. These AWPs on the CT side have yet to come to life. Nuke is always a performer on Nuke, even when he has a rifle. 10 kills right now. He's top of his team. He's got to stop Shox, who's going to drop into main side. Nuke, the pivot. He gets one. Another makes it into main, though, and it's a quick A play. Apex with the entry, and that wrap is perfect on the site. ZywOo follows up and says goodnight. It's Plopsky running for the hills here. He shouldn't even look into this one. He should just get out with his gun. Might want to try and take players with him, but you are not affecting the outcome of this round at this point. 8 rounds to Vitality. I like this spot. You get a lot of info, but you've also got to move eventually because that bomb will reach you from here. Probably won't kill him, though.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, okay.
That's a sweet little moment, man. ZywOo and RPK huddling up together at the back of Squeaky as they get another round on the board. And this is a real feel-good game for French Counter-Strike right now. That first map of Mirage left a bit of a bad taste in our mouths when it came to this Vitality squad. And it looked like NiP were just ready to blow them out the water. They definitely were back on the NiP proving ground of Mirage. But here on Nuke, the map pick of Vitality, this T-side is getting more and more convincing by the second. Now, Hampus, this man would recoil if you called him a Nova normally. But he's picked one up heading into this round, and let's see what he can get done with it. Oh, that's such a shame, man. The Nova is like so hit and miss. Out of all the shotguns, I think it is like the most inconsistent. I feel like you dink people all the time for like 40, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like if that's an XM, he blows Apex away and then probably pushes and just kills everyone else because that gun's incredible.
Well, unfortunately, it's a little bit out of the price range, Harry. A little bit out of the budget. ZywOo, he's sticking to his sidearm as he runs behind these smokes towards B, waiting on the reload. Nuke, nice shot, but he's traded, and at this point, trades are only going to favor Vitality further. This is dangerous for Rez, but luckily he avoids death. Vitality heading down to this B site. Twist is here with a shotgun, Harry. He could finish the job that Hamper started. That's if Vitality commit, and that is still a big if, because they're going back up the stairwell as I speak. A common bit of misdirection, sending NiP lower, but it's not an over-rotation by any means. We still have 2 players in the lobby for NiP, so, well, that's about to change, potentially. Rez getting pushed down to 20. And Vitality want A, they just want to figure out where another player is. They can assume there's a B player, they know Rez is indoor, and they're just trying to figure out Plopsky as well. But right now, A is guaranteed, it's a lock-in, it's loaded, and they're ready to go. Whoa.
Oh, and Shox has really made it so. He delivers all the kills needed up at this A side. Twist. He retrieved that Nova earlier on, and he's not going to have much of a say with it. Down here towards Heaven, creeping on up. Doesn't want to risk going down. Not just up the ladder, at least. He's going to try and find something. But this is 9-2 to Vitality. And at this point, it kind of already feels like a third map might be guaranteed if NiP don't turn this around sometime soon. Nice shot from Twist as he spots RPK looking the wrong way. Not able to follow up, and there was even a man outside to deal with him in the form of Apex. So his time was very much limited in that round. 9-2, and the investment looming now for NiP, including that AWP on the back of Twist.
Okay, here it is. Another gun round, another litmus test, another chance. But Vitality, they are taking every liberty in this game right now. 9-2 up. NiP with the AWP on Twist. He's yard, very deep, and watching for the jump. He spots it, but ZywOo will get that info back, and Twist, oh, very close, will not connect. ZywOo now on the angle. Oh, that's a great flash. It makes ZywOo turn. Twist re-peeks. He gets the kill. It's a dangerous fight, but he will come out on top. Vitality are going to try and drop ramp with this. There's going to be Plopsky close. He doesn't have any time to put down utility. He's got to fight, and he will get 1-for-1. 1-for-1 is good when Twist has the advantage, and he will extend it by 2, finding RPK, dropping B. This is Twist coming alive. This is the Twist that we needed to see in this game. If NiP want to put up a fight, Nuke spots the cross to B, and the plant comes through. It's NiP in a 4-on-2.
Molly in the vent. That's going to force Hampus out into the open, and Shox was not able to capitalize on it. He's still holding over here towards the double doors. Apex, meanwhile, the lone gunman inside of the site. A lot of this comes down to how much of a stand Shox can have, and he's dodged this flash, but they are pressuring.
Oh.
He's going to line up the double, and Apex comes in with one of his own. It's all on to Nuke in the blink of an eye. This was 2v4, and the 2 players for Vitality are still standing at the end of the round. Apex and Shox make that look easy. They walk away with their heads held high, and a 10th round on the board for Vitality. That was disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Like, what incredible shots for Shox. The fact that he mollies Hampus, and Hampus still escapes the decon and just comes back into Secret and dies to that. Oh, NiP, they were gifted a path back into that bomb site, and they will not take it. They'll take the high road. Instead, it's going to be, oh dear, anything but high highs for NiP. More like low lows, 10-2, and back to an eco. Feels like no matter what happens, this is where we are for NiP. After a storming Mirage, a 16-5 win they just took. And now Vitality are back in control. The French lineup that we know and love. Nuke looking for shots in secret. Molly's going to go ahead of it. Doesn't hit anything though, and he can't hang around, or he would be dead to either the bullets or the fire. Twist, he's died in this position before. He's got to be very careful with the spam. Vitality are being loud and proud about their positions, taking hell. Plopsky's here to try and stop them, but they can climb up the outside to heaven with ease.
Yeah, they just pressure him. They just deal with him while he's got the fight. And they follow up as well into these main players. NiP, this CT side is just picked apart at every turn. Nuke's down towards ramp, but that doesn't really give you... Ooh, Hampus lining up a double. All right, maybe there's still a chance. His Deagle has given NiP something to work with. Nuke is here, left in the 1v2 at the very, very end. And he is to now finish what Hampus so graciously started.
I wonder where he is, Harry. Oh, that smoke is so annoying. He opens the door and he doubles back immediately. So I like that from Nuke. They're going to be watching that smoke for some time now. But as time ticks on down, the realization that he's not there is clearer than day. The door opened again. Nuke can't find a fight here. They're shooting him from behind. Apex will get the kill. And Vitality just keep it up, man. They are not stopping. ZywOo's work is actually being played off the back of. He has 15 kills, 4 deaths. Shox is looking so good as well. Oh, just everything lining up for Vitality. It's the team we needed, the team we wanted back on Mirage. And well, right now they're bringing it to the table, albeit a map late. Better late than never. Double AWP out for Ninjas, and Twist supported by Nuke this time, who has no armor on his.
Yeah, and there's a very heavy presence towards outside from NiP right now. You've got Hampus there playing this kind of rotate between ramp, hell, and heaven. And you've got Twist back in CT. But as a consequence of this, now doubling up over at ramp, your A site hold is pretty lackluster, and these rotations are going to take a while to come through. You've got Rez and you've got Plopsky here on A, and these are the only players who can do anything. You know, outside of the 10 seconds or so it's going to take these players at ramp to get into position. And this is the exact round that Vitality just try and run a play into this A bomb site. So we will see Hampus beginning an early rotation. He gets ahead of it, and the decision to go for that is great for NiP because he's now up in heaven, but they weren't able to deny the vent drop. That's one of the
Oh my.
one of the problems that they're going to run into now. And Nuke has come rotating down from ramp. He's trying to hold on to B with this AWP. He doesn't have armor behind it, so he gets one, and that's enough for him. Bomb gets dropped as well. Shox and RPK left in the 2-on-4.
Yeah, I mean, if you think this round is done, though, you're a fool. We've seen Vitality win these ones round after round. Shox is all on this kill on upper. He's making noise. Rez knows, and Shox doesn't look at the corner. Good stuff from Rez. RPK has got the bomb back. He's going to hunt the kills, and he almost gets a double. That could have been a chance for the tank, but unfortunately, he is derailed, and NiP get up to 3. It's not exactly a strong half by them, but they can recover. They can make this one close, or closer is probably a better word. Finally, NiP getting something done with a gun round. It's been forever, it feels. Of course, Vitality have full money for the last of the half. They have no issue continuing to buy. Yeah, they went for the vent dive, Harry. They actually, I think it's a fast rush. We'll hold this for later. It's a quick A play. Apex is already out, and Rez is at the back of the site. He's going to mow down 2. Nice lineup from him. Plopsky actually assists, and Rez is not done with 2. He's on another. RPK double into the site, and it's a 2-on-2. The bomb yet to be planted.
Yeah, RPK now going to plug in these numbers. The only place he was vulnerable to was Heaven, and it's actually not the commitment now. 1 player from main, 1 player from Hut. Both players on AWPs. And they spot Twist early. They see Norks here as well. Both players missing the opportunities they were given to get kills, and Nork runs in with a nade out. Twist misses the shot, and Shox is going to shut him down. So to round out this first half of play on Nuke, Vitality find themselves up 12-3. NiP, they've got quite the comeback if they want to get this one done in 2. Alternatively, we could end up on Inferno, that 3rd and final map. You're going to have to join us after a quick break to see if we get there. We'll be back with the second half of play in just a moment.
Snare into the air so you can catch the beat. We're shooting bass butter on the dance floor to help you move your hips and to blow your mind out through your mouth. I'm bringing loco coco vocal eclipses. Is there a sexual undertone? Saddle up that funky old swirl. Alright, we're cooking lipolicious grooves. You need to vibrate all your heavenly curves. Now I know what you're thinking. Say you shouldn't clown a lady cause she's fat. That ain't my game. Tripping the fun back fantastic by my barbecue range. That's where it's at. Alright. Is there a Ruben-esque undertone? I don't know what you mean. Oh, I wanna get your rebel hearts pumping.
a vital half for the Ninjas in Pajamas here as they are down 12-3. A map up in the series, but certainly not in control right now. The Frenchmen have come to play, but have they come to stay? Harry, their CT side on Nuke has been pretty bad when we've seen it in the past, even against NiP. So let's not count these Swedes out before they have a chance to show us what they can do.
Yeah, they're going to give it their best attempt, and it looks like they might have... I was going to say an A play up their sleeve, but instead it's all a ruse. They're trying to hit ramp. Masuta is going to deal with the first man in, but that's all for him. Rez leading the charge down here towards B. Has to get this bomb down. There's a man in the double doors that could try and deny this, but that peek never comes through. ZywOo best twist. And Shox emerges from the double doors. The bomb plant is never found for NiP. And Nuke now in a 1v4, a very unlikely 1v4. As Team Vitality secure the 13th round, the pistol goes their way, and things go from bad to worse for NiP.
Yeah, they were not ready for those early rotates, right? Like, it was very obvious, very clear. They got the info, the teaser dropping B. Shox tucks in the corner, nice stuff from him, and NiP just go running right past. Combined with the fact ZywOo drops a lurk outside, that doesn't go even any better, rather, for NiP. And now they got a force against 13. Feeling done here, Harry. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or the disbeliever, but, you know, forcing here, meh. I would have loved an eco for the sooner buy, because what this means for NiP is they don't get a rifle round this game. There's a very good chance they don't get a rifle round this game. If they lose this, well, I don't see them ecoing against 14. Let's see what happens. They can still win this force buy. It can still be worth it. But what is their game plan? A kill outside and across the secret. The good thing about this is Vitality might over-rotate. They don't know how many players are outside, and they're trying to get info. In the lobby, they do. They drop the bomb, but it comes at a cost. Twist dropping Masuta before that point, and a 4-on-3. ZywOo holding A. Oh, Vitality not letting go of the round just yet. Shox is flanking this Vent player. He's been very good in secret, and he is going to catch Plopsky off guard. So NiP, they may have had a 5-on-3, but just as quickly as they get it, it will get them.
Oh, Nuke was holding on for that, hoping he could have caught them, but in the end, Team Vitality to pick it up over here on the CT side. 14-3, and that decision to go for the force for NiP means they're in this spot now where they just keep forcing till the game ends. You know, that's a nice, easy rule to remember.
Yeah. I'm just super shocked that they forced that round. Like, it almost doesn't make sense. Like, unless, like, you can make both arguments. Oh, they just believe in their force buy, but then do they not believe in their rifle rounds? Because you don't get a rifle round. That's it. You just don't get a rifle round in your T side, and that's your own choice. And well, look at the consequences of their actions, Harry.
All I know is that
Team Vitality win.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's not even counter-terrorist anymore. It's just you're giving them the team name. It's custom.
That whole bit there, that cost $12,000. So
wow,
enjoy.
You sent DreamHack the invoice.
Yes, I have. But I don't think I have a VAT number, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Twist over here on top of the T roof. He's looking to do some damage with this Deagle. And, well, he doesn't do the damage with the Deagle. That's the end of the Twist report. Over to Hugo with more on the floor.
Actually, I've got less here, Harry. I feel like I have nothing to say. NiP, 3 rounds in the game, and it feels like that's all that's going to be happening here. Oh, dear. I don't know what's happened today, Harry. Something's in the water. Someone's poisoned the water hole. You know, someone's drinking the grape juice. And it might be both these teams. 5 rounds in the first map for Vitality, 3 in the second for NiP. Here's their rifle round. Whoa, 1 AK. And that's the only AK they've had this entire T side. And, well, it's got to win them this round and the game. Or we're going to Inferno. Seems likely at this point. ZywOo is going to make it so. He's dropped 2, including that gun. And NiP are just a couple of bullets away from a loss.
Oh, Plopsky is going to delete 1. Nuke deeks down another. So maybe this game still has some legs on it yet. NiP trying to make this force buy work, but ZywOo, we remember, he began Mirage with an ace. And now he looks to end Nuke, maybe, with an ace. 3 kills in the round already. and a chance for even more. There's only this Deeg and M4 left for the side of NiP. Nuke's taking the M4 with him down into the B bomb site, and Twist is going to move in and look to join him. Nobody here for Team Vitality. So a bomb plant might be locked in for NiP at a bare minimum here.
Would be something, all right, but Vitality, they know about this, right? They have full util and kits. They're playing retake. They're absolutely fine with giving away this bomb plant as long as they can rotate together. The worry is, like, is there someone vent? Because NiP could have someone there. Oh, Zia, that's a delayed bomb plant. Twist thinks he's already done it and gets off. So that gives even more time to Vitality. It's only 5 seconds or so, but that time can make a difference as Vitality are already inside, or rather outside of the B bomb site, looking to get through these doorways. Window's broken, that's going to draw their attention, but it's only a bait as we have a double decon setup. Nork is waiting. Oh dear, there's the swing. Twist with a Deeg. Nork follows up. They don't know Mizuta's here. He will surprise with a kill, doubles it down, and shuts out the round and the map. That's Vitality taking 16. And bringing us to Inferno, the finale of this series. It's been a very, very weird best of 3, a very rocky affair, but I hope that Inferno will deliver, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I hope we end up in like in a similar boat to what we've seen when this is how the games have gone, right? And that is like 2 pretty one-sided maps for the team's map picks, and then a close third map. We already had that earlier on today with Fnatic versus Mad Lions, and I hope that we get the same thing here, right? Either one of these teams at this point kind of feel like they deserve to take the victory. Either one of them have shown that they can and do deliver on their map pick. And now we head to the middle ground, and that's where I'm hoping that things get competitive. But stick around, because that third map is going to be coming up after a quick break, so don't go anywhere.